Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Legally Brief video series. My name is Judy Saunders, and I'm the owner of the law office of Judy Saunders, located in New York and New Jersey. I work with individuals who have been sexually, physically, or emotionally abused by authority figures and institutions. Today, let's talk about some things that young athletes and their parents should consider when looking at a college program. From 1987 to 1991, student athlete Michael DeSabato was a wrestler at Ohio State University. During that time, Michael and other athletes were under the care of medical doctor Richard Strauss. Dr. Strauss had access, opportunity, and used his position to sexually assault not only Michael, but hundreds of other athletes. And these athletes were not only wrestlers, they were football players, they were cheerleaders, and in several other sports. So, another important thing is that not only did we have Dr. Strauss as the authority figure engaging in that sexual abuse, but then it was learned during investigations that Ohio State University knew about this abuse and had received prior allegations from students as early as 1979. Things that parents should consider when looking at a college program. So one of the things parents and their athletes should consider is whether the program is transparent. And what do we mean by transparent? Are you allowed to ask questions? How are your questions received by the athletic department and their staff? You'll want to note their answers. Are they irritated by your questions? Do they welcome the questions? And do you have access to getting all of the information that you need? You'll also want to think about whether the university has policies and whether there's a protocol for dealing not only with your child's physical injuries, but also any type of mental crisis. You'll want to find out whether there's support there, and you'll want to listen to their answers to see how open and how willingly they are in receiving any type of information or questions that go toward mental health. You'll also want to think about conducting due diligence. And what I mean by that is not only looking on the college program's website, but also consider conducting research into whether any of the athletic department staff, not only what would be the named coach, but also any of the staff, whether they themselves have ever been sanctioned or disciplined by any governing body. So for example, national governing bodies in United States gymnastics, swimming, or tennis, they all maintain websites. And on those websites, they would have names of any coaches that have been disciplined or sanctioned. So conducting some detailed due diligence into the staff. And then finally, one of the last things that you'll want to remember is that when you're going through the process of looking at these college programs, you're not coming from a position of weakness. You're not just coming with the mindset that I'm just happy that someone wants my kid. I'm just happy that I got into a program. That's not the way you should be thinking. These programs are lucky to have a talented athlete such as your child, and that's the way you should approach your search and your consideration of these athletic programs. It was really great talking to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit my website. I have information there, jsaunderslawfirm.com. And if you or you'd like to have a confidential conversation, please feel free to reach me at 212-709-8141. Until next time, I look forward to talking to you.